is shortening as the favourite, 5-4. Corbett Coins and Small Noble, 7-1. Turn, 9-1. Hal Major 12s, 16-1 bar.
Number 12 is Hal Major there in the quartered colours, booted all round in front and behind, you can see that. Trained by Toby Balding, who's had basically a disappointing season so far. He's only had 6 winners, 12-1 this horse, and Graham Bradley rides it. Well, Hal Major has yet to open his winning account, but judging by some performances, it could be today. Now at Ascot in January, he was only 2 heads away from victory. Here he is, coming along with Tickety Boo in the light colours nearest to us, Single Coat in the middle, and just watch there as Hal Major on the far side is a bit untidy at that obstacle, and they're powering for home. You might think he's going to be drowned now, but he's absolutely flying as Brian Riley switches him to the outside, clear of Single Coat, to give him a good view of what's ahead of him. Unfortunately, Brian Riley, who rides so well, has been out of action for all 6 weeks now, and we want to see him back. But this horse ran tremendously well with Tickety Boo nearest to us, Single Coat in the middle, and he's fighting back all the way to the line, Hal Major. In fact, from our angle, you'd have thought that he'd nearly got it. It was a desperately close thing, and surely his winning turn won't be very far away. So he's 12-1, and Graham Bradley in the saddle.
So favourite, Small Noble 6, Corbett Coins 7, 9-1 bar the 3. And this looks like it. They're away. Turn on the inside with Canadian King and Contesta right up there, and Corbett Coins on the outside as they come to the first of the 13 flights. Dr. Beano jumps it just in the lead. Dr. Beano on the near side, the left as we see them at the moment. Dr. Beano from Corbett Coins, then Canadian King, and Turn right up there. Water Cannon on the inside, that's the right of the picture. Water Cannon towards the left, Dr. Beano as they come to this. Dr. Beano and Water Cannon over the second. So it's Water Cannon on the right with Turn up sides, then Canadian King, Contesta with the white face and the sheepskin noseband, and towards the left with the white face is Dr. Beano. Just in behind them, Corbett Coins. But it's Dr. Beano from Water Cannon and Canadian King and Contesta and Corbett Coins. Then comes Turn and then Pike's Peak. And among the back markers at the moment, the Dwees as they come towards the next flight. Dr. Beano, Water Cannon and Canadian King. Then Contesta and Corbett Coins and Turn and Pike's Peak on the outside. And Faller there. Faller at that one. Looks like it is, in fact, I'm a Dealer. I'm a Dealer has gone at that one. And as they come down to the next, it's Dr. Beano in the lead. Dr. Beano from Canadian King, Water Cannon over on the far side, Corbett Coins just in behind him, and then comes Pike's Peak as they jump the fourth. Dr. Beano from Canadian King, Water Cannon over on the far side, the hoop sleeves of Franny Lee. Just in behind him comes Turn with Pike's Peak, and on the near side, Contesta is following Dr. Beano as they come down to the next flight. Dr. Beano on the near side. Over on the far side, Water Cannon. Canadian King between horses. Right up there with them is Corbett Coins. Missing Man's just behind him, and over on the far side, Turn and Pike's Peak. On the near side, Contesta. And the Dwees and Chimpanzee and Oceanus are the back markers at the moment as they come down to the flight that'll be the last on the next circuit. Number 6, Water Cannon. Canadian King and Corbett Coins. Dr. Beano's lost a little bit of ground. Contesta's moved up on the inside. Info's well there. On the far side, Hal Major and Missing Man, and then Bronski travelling very smoothly. Just in behind him, Oceanus and Chimpanzee. Then the Dwees. And finally, the early leader, Dr. Beano, the back marker now, and Water Cannon and Canadian King. Disputing it up front, just ahead of Corbett Coins, Pike's Peak and Turn. On the outside, Contesta. Small Noble comes in behind them with Info. And Hal Major and Bronski as they're over on the far side now. Canadian King and Water Cannon from Corbett Coins. Pike's Peak's now fourth, just ahead of Turn. Behind Turn is Contesta, then Info and Hal Major, then Small Noble, and behind Small Noble is Bronski, and then Missing Man, then a little gap behind them to Chimpanzee, Oceanus and the Dwees. Over that flight, Water Cannon and Canadian King. From Corbett Coins and Pike's Peak, turn going up on the inside, Hal Major on the outer. Just in behind them come Missing Man, then Info, then Small Noble travelling well with Contester upside, and Bronsky still going well on the inside. The Dweez improving from the rear has just relegated Oceanus to last place as they come towards the next. The 8th flight, and closely grouped up front, Canadian King, Water Cannon, Info, Pike's Peak, turn, Missing Man, Corbett Coins. Mistake there by Oceanus in rear as they run to the next. Water Cannon, Canadian King, Info, turn on the inside. Pike's Peak, the favourite, going well. Corbett Coins, behind them, Missing Man as they jump the 9th. Water Cannon landed in the lead. Water Cannon from Canadian King, turn on the inner. Pike's Peak very close to the lead. Info is next. Small Noble's making a little bit of progress now towards the outside. And as they race now towards the cross hurdle, 4 from home, it's Water Cannon in the lead. From turn, Canadian King, Pike's Peak, Hal Major very close. Small Noble still getting closer. And as they come to this flight, it's Water Cannon with the advantage. Water Cannon from Hal Major, turn on the inside. Small Noble close in 4th on the outer, and Turner follow there. Turn, and John Joe O'Neill went at that one. And now it's Water Cannon from Hal Major. Small Noble, behind Small Noble is the favourite, Pike's Peak. John Joe's up on his feet all right. Bronsky travelling well in 5th. Then comes Canadian King, and running down now towards the next flight. This is the 3rd last. Water Cannon being pressed in the centre by Hal Major on the near side, with the white face by Small Noble. Small Noble on the near side, Water Cannon on the far side. Hal Major in the centre. Pike's Peak's now back in 4th. The Dweez has been pulled up. They're coming down towards the 2nd last. And as they do so, Small Noble on the near side, with Hal Major in the centre, and Pike's Peak coming there very strongly between horses. Water Cannon over on the far side. There it was Hal Major from Small Noble and Pike's Peak, and Pike's Peak the favourite, travelling very strongly now as they come into the final 2 furlongs and come down to the final flight in this Philip Corn Saddle of Gold Hurdle final. Hal Major on the far side, but Pike's Peak travelling very smoothly on the near side. Water Cannon in 3rd, Small Noble 4. Pike's Peak lands just in the lead from Hal Major. Mistake by Water Cannon. Small Noble takes 3rd as they race into the closing stages. It's Pike's Peak on the near side. Hal Major fighting back on the far side. Pike's Peak, though, getting up as they race towards the line. Pike's Peak is going to win it. Hal Major will be 2nd. Small Noble will be 3rd. It'll be quite close for 4th, with Missing Man just getting up to be 4th, ahead of Water Cannon and Corbett Coins. Behind them came Bronsky and Jim Pansy, and then Canadian King, and those are the only finishes. And so the result of this Philip Corn Saddle of Gold Hurdle Final. First, number 4, Pike's Peak, owned by Lord Soames and Mr. J.E. Nash, trained by Nicky Henderson, number 29 of the season for him, ridden by Steve Smith-Eccles. Second was number 12, Hal Major, owned by Mr. Gunnar Schlederup, trained by Toby Balding, ridden by Graham Bradley, and third was number 16, Small Noble, owned by Easby Stud and Development Company Limited, trained by Arthur Stevenson, ridden by Ridley Lamb, and fourth was number 15, Missing Man. This is the winner, Pike's Peak. Here's how he won it. Well, Julian's mic obviously not operating, so we see them coming to the last, with Hal Major on the far side, Pike's Peak on the near side, and it does look at this moment as though there can be only one possible result. In fact, Hal Major does fight back very well indeed, but Pike's Peak, traveling smoothly on the near side, lands just in the lead from Hal Major. Nicky Henderson was worried about this horse, Pike's Peak, how much work to give him, because he's a very lazy home worker. He'd had quite a hard race at Cheltenham, so he wondered whether to give him a rest or whether he should really give him a bit more work. But in fact, he took the chance, obviously the right chance, on giving him a very easy time. So he's come to the task fresh, fit enough, clearly, strides away well in the closing stages to go away and win from Hal Major comfortably, with Small Noble just getting into the picture finally to be third, and the starting prices as follows.
First, number 4, Pike's Peak, 11-8 favorite. Second, number 12, Hal Major, 10-1. And third, number 16, Small Noble, 13-2.